Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing this pre-owned Ram TRX. These Ram TRXs are getting dangerously cheap. It is crazy how much truck you can get for the money in today's market. Before we get into this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Young Ram here in Layton, Utah for giving me some time with this Ram TRX. They have a few of these pre-owned ones. They actually also have several new ones as well if you don't want to buy someone else's problem, as they say, if you want to go brand new. So anyways, link to their website in the description down below. As for Oscar, if you have any questions, link to my car buying guide as well. Let's get into it. Powering the Ram TRX is a supercharged 6.2-liter V8 that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy, as rated by the EPA, 10 around town, 14 on the highway. Power output 702 horsepower and then 650 pound-feet of torque. Before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So I'm just going to highlight some key features on the Ram TRX just to show you how much truck you are getting. So this is actually functional there in the center. Looks really cool. It also has some of the marker lights of the truck. And then you've got the upgraded headlights from the Ram Limited. And then you can see the Ram logo and the toques have actually been painted on this particular TRX. So it gives it a cool contrast between the black and the red. 35-inch tall tires wrapped around 18-inch wheels with this as standard. That's funny, the TRX logos they've added to it. That's not stock. And then you've got Bilstein Blackhawk shocks. These shocks are hardcore. They can take a large impact. You also have the coil suspension in the back end as well. And the wide body, right? You've got wider fenders, big fender flares for the wider track that this has. Again, Baja ready, just like the Ford Raptor. And that's cool. They actually even painted the recovery points. Now this one actually has the factory chase rack. You can easily add lights on top of that for added visibility at night. And they actually work really well. I had those on my particular Ram TRX. Yeah, I do find these logos kind of cheesy, but also funny. But yeah, overall, with the exterior, it's got that Baja truck look. And this leads us inside. So this was, pretty much loaded up brand new. So you've got the nicer leather trim here. You can see no carbon fiber inserts, but we got the Alcantara carbon sound system, by the way. And then here are these seats, leather, got the TRX logo. Really nice looking. Let's see the payload on this particular one, 1,202 pounds. And then you can see with the light controls and then more of that trim. And this is when they still used real leather on the dash, by the way, for the 21 model year. And you can see this one's got 38,000 miles on it. Such a cool sound on startup. And the doors are also super solid sounding when you close them. You got these paddle shifters here for that 8-speed automatic transmission. You also have an advanced four-wheel drive system, launch control as well, a 2-speed transfer case, bunch of different drive modes for both on-road and off-road use. And the TRX also comes with a 360 camera system as well. Heated and ventilated seats. I mean, this is a luxury vehicle. I like how they're 3-stage. There's quite a bit happening with that. And then you can see all the auxiliary switches here. Also have off-road cruise control with this, as well as the trailer brake controls. And then you can see here with the shifter. And this is cool with the plaque. It shows you your VIN and everything with the TRX. And I like this trim here. Very nice. We also have a camera rear view mirror. Oh, almost forgot. TRX there at the end of the glove box. Panoramic sunroof. This brand new was almost $90,000 for the build. So again, like I said, for a 21 model year TRX, this was pretty dang loaded up. Now, as a pre-owned truck, this is going for about $73,000. Now, this is a relatively low mileage, 2021 or average mileage, I would say, because again, 38,000 miles, it's over 3 years old at this point. That's about average mileage for the driving. Now, I have seen some higher mileage TRXs, 21s, that are in the low 60s. When I say higher mileage, like around 100,000 miles or even above 100,000 miles, low 60s, high 50s. And so think about that. You could buy a 700 horsepower pickup truck for less than 60 grand. It's gonna have some miles on it, but still, craziness. Well, let's talk about visibility. Heads-up display, by the way. Both mirrors have blind spot monitoring throughout the rest of the rear. And this thing I like about that Ram bar is the chase rack doesn't get in the way of visibility at all. And the camera rear view mirror also helps out. So Always a trip down memory lane whenever I drive a TRX. Funny enough, out of all the vehicles I've owned, my wife says that this was her favorite. She just loves how the TRX drives. She likes how it looks, and then the sounds, everything about it. She just thinks it's such a cool vehicle. And I agree with her, it is a really cool vehicle. That is so good, the supercharger whine. Now I noticed this one has aftermarket air intake, so I think that's kind of leading to a little bit more supercharger sound than you normally get. Now, let's just talk about the basics. So this is a luxury vehicle. The heated cold seats, the leather seats, the ride quality, it drives like a really well dampened, really well put together luxury car. And it has the interior of a luxury vehicle as well. Like getting to an Audi, getting to a Mercedes, this isn't quite as stylized as those, but if you ask me, it's nice enough. It's got a nice enough interior. And then on top of that, you've got the performance and you've got the off-road capability. Now, we're obviously not going to be showing the off-road capability in today's video, but we can show a little bit of the performance and just listen. Just listen to that. So clean. You get the rumble, the exhaust out the back, and then you just get that supercharger whine. And it's such a beautiful sound when you put it all together. And again, over this road, like this road's pretty beat up. Not horrible, but just smooth. Super smooth with how it drives. Yeah, the damping's great with this. The one downside is obviously fuel economy. Let's see if this one's getting. Turn here. Oh, I think it's up here. It's in vehicle info maybe. I can't remember. It's been a minute since I've been in this generation of Ram setup. No, I have to go down further. Now I remember. It's all coming back to me. There we go, 11 miles per gallon. Yeah, that's pretty typical. I've said this before because I tested this out in my TRX. If you are just commuting in it and you don't care about power, throw the TRX in snow mode. Snow mode basically pulls the power back with the throttle quite substantially, and it shifts at lower RPMs. And so what it leads to is better fuel economy. And when I say better, you'll get like 14 miles per gallon, which, hey, for 700 horsepower truck with 35-inch tall tires, that ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. I'm kind of lost in here. I'm just going to, oh, I should have gone, there's a cul-de-sac right there. Should have gone in there. That would have been a good one. You just spin around in. Hopefully there's another cul-de-sac somewhere. Turn down a random road, they said. It would be fun. I will say though, to be honest, I enjoy driving through random neighborhoods in Utah because I just like seeing the houses. Just the different types of houses, the yards and all that kind of stuff. I don't know, it's fun. But let's pop it into the, let's see, custom. Now let's do snow tow. I love the animation. It's on the other side. It's mud, sand, rock, Baja. There we go, sport. I was looking for the sport mode. Taking forever to find it. Man, there's quite a bit of traffic, sadly. Ah, we got a break coming up. So we'll be able to... Listen to that! Brutal! Absolutely brutal. Again, it's a Hellcat truck. This is a Hellcat truck. And if you're willing to buy one with high mileage, you can get a Hellcat truck for less than 60 grand. It's crazy. So crazy to me. Like the fact that you can experience this for even $70,000. Just everything that this truck has. So to sum things up with our used TRX review, yes, these are getting dangerously cheap. Like they're getting to the point where there are people that make just enough money that they're gonna start buying these and just absolutely obliterating them. Like I've already seen some people do some crazy stuff with these TRXs, but I think we're gonna, like, once these get to, like, this is a 30,000 mile truck. I would say that, you know, once this is like, ends up, you know, a few years down the road, probably ends up being a $60-something thousand truck. So that means a high mileage one is in the 40s. once the TRX hits that threshold, I think we're gonna see just crazy videos of people just running these into walls, basically, because they're like, I can throw away 40 grand. My insurance company will pay for it. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy to think of. But seriously, great platform, and these are reliable. Look up the Hellcats. They actually do really well long term. You just have to, you know, do regular maintenance with them, like anything, and you can get a ton of miles out of a Hellcat powertrain. That's why there's already TRXs with over 100,000 miles, and there's Hellcat Chargers and Challengers also with over 100,000 miles. So let me know your thoughts.